In this section, I will explain about the Bohr's atomic structure. The Bohr's atomic structure is similar as the solar system, which means that in the center of the atom, there is a nucleus, and the electron is orbiting around the nucleus. However, there are some conditions which can satisfy the Bohr's atomic structure. The first condition is that the electron is positioned on the specific orbit, and the second condition is that the electron absorbs or emits the specific quantity of energy when it changes the orbit up or down. To explain this second condition of the Bohr's atomic structure, we have to know why the energy has a specific quantity, which can be restated by the formula E equals hf, where the h means Planck constant and the f means the frequency of the energy. In this Bohr's atomic structure, there are the attractive force with the nucleus and the electron each other, which can be explained by the Coulomb force. F equals 1 over 4 pi epsilon 0 multiplied by q square over r square. And this is equivalent to the centripetal force from the electron to the nucleus, can be expressed by the formula mv square over r, where the m means the mass of the electron and the v means the velocity of the electron, and the r means the radius of the orbit. From this equation, we can reorganize of the equation of r, reorganize for the equation of radius r, which equals q square over 4 pi epsilon 0 multiplied by mv square. Continuing that, the first condition of the Bohr's atomic structure, there is specific circumference of the orbit, which means that this statement, the very before, is expressed by the formula 2 pi multiplied by radius r, and this is this equals to an integer n multiplied by h over mv, where the h over mv means Boy wavelength, and then we can reorganize for the equation r, which equals n over 2 pi multiplied by h over mv, where we can substitute this h over 2 pi to the h r, and then we can re-express to this equation to this formula to h bar n over mv, and this can be reorganized by 4 pi epsilon 0 n square h bar square over nq square, as I explained that I explained about the equation of r, which equals q square over 4 pi epsilon 0 multiplied by mv square. Thus, this equation means that the radius of the orbit is proportional to the square of the integer, because as we can see this equation, there is only the parameter of the n square, and the other is the constant. from this equation, we can find the expression of velocity v, which equals q square over 4 pi epsilon 0 n h bar, and then we can calculate the total energy of the electron, which can be expressed by the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. And here, the kinetic energy is half of the mv square. This and then this formula can be re-expressed by the mq24 over 2 multiplied by 4 pi epsilon 0 square multiplied by n square h bar square. Also, potential energy is calculated by the negative sign of the integral. The position of the electron r from the infinite point of the electron, which can be expressed by integral r to infinity f vector cross product er vector, and this can be calculated to minus q square over 4 pi epsilon 0 r, and this can be re-expressed by minus mq4 to 4 pi epsilon 0 square multiplied by n square h bar square, because we know about the expression of r2 this r2 r of the integer n. So the total energy is expressed by the sum of the kinetic energy and potential energy, which is minus mq24 over 2 multiplied by 4 pi epsilon 0 square multiplied by n square h bar square. Thus, as we can see this equation, the energy level of the electron is quantized, because here there are only parameters for 1 over n square, and the other is the constant, which means that this energy is inversely proportional to the n square. Thank you.